I think the key word you used there was consistency. And like the more conversations I have and the more I guess I experience like my own fitness, my own health, I actually think that consistency is the key to everything in life. Success, failure, like, relationships, food, friendships, job, success, career, finances, saving, building a business. I actually think that for pretty much every answer or every question, the answer is consistency. It's such a life hack. And it's simple when you say that out loud, but it's so hard to do. It is so hard to find anything in life that feels consistent. A lot of it's obligation, which I think is different. And sometimes we can put obligations in. I really want to go and get fresh air first thing every morning, but I just can't seem to do it. Okay, get a dog, then you have to get up and you've got to get out. And that's the obligation, which will lead to that consistency. So you can put these patterns in place. I don't want to eat all of this chocolate late at night. Okay, don't buy the chocolate. You can make these shortcuts in that kind of help. But consistency is literally the key for all of it. And I guess where, people like you come in is you help build those consistent patterns. Because you've got the end goal, you've got you, and then you've got a load of consistency in the middle. But how do you navigate that gap? Maybe it's a big gap, maybe it's a little gap, depends on the goal. How do you navigate that? And I think that's where people get lost.
You're so right about consistency and like all areas of life, which is so interesting. And I think I often pull like different areas, especially with finance, because I'm quite interested in investing and things. But also I think because it makes people have so many biases and like so caught up in the emotional impact of fat or fat loss, and there's such an emotive element to the word diet and fat loss, that when you give them other examples, that's why I use like the going on holiday or the spending or the whatever, then it also helps people to get like a little bit more like rational and logical about what they're talking about. Because at the end of the day, like calories are just a budgeting sheet as well. Like this is how many calories you have to spend. How do you want to spend them? And of course, there's more that comes into it. And sometimes people will say like, well, that's, you're making it too simplistic. But I think what people don't realize is there are so many biases and complications that come into the way that you spend money as well.